And we're back.
And ho home. Sorry, folks. Welcome to the Cavalry. Before we hit record, I told Andrew our standings on the Cavalry bets,
Yeah,
and
and
he
it's
is not
not
happy
good.
that I am 3-3. He is, what did I say? One and
1-5.
five. That's right.
That sounds so bad when you say it like that.
Well, I have a scorecard here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
has all of our bets.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So this is embarrassing. Okay.
Why is that?
Because you admittedly do not watch
Oh,
any.
just the current standings is embarrassing. Sure. I thought you were about to say something embarrassing.
Oh no. The fact that I'm but it's a long season and I'm gonna get back on the winning track here. I'm gonna change my strategy. I'm gonna quit going against you, I guess. Do you have a pick for this week?
I have a pick, but I'm not excited about it because I don't think I'll be able to watch the game again. Can I only see, like, if it's a Sunday game, can I only watch the Packers game?
Well, you can only watch, there's usually like there's a 10 o'clock, or I'm sorry, you're on stupid time.
Noon?
There's a noon
Yeah, I'm
game,
on stupid time.
there's a 3 o'clock game, and then there's the Sunday night game. So obviously you can watch the Sunday night game. Most
But
people
how do I know which one is the Sunday night game?
they'll tell you ahead of time. I'll tell you right now. The Sunday night game is Steelers Jets.
All right, I don't know anything about that. What about the Lions Vikings? Is that will I be able to watch? No, I Tom the Packer game.
Oh, the Lions Vikings is at 10 a.m. or at 12.
Noon, stupid time. Yep.
Stupid time. So you want to watch? You think you won't have that game on because the Packers will be on, and you would be correct, probably.
Correct. All
Uh,
right. Well, that's fine. They got me a Packers jersey for my birthday, so I'll wear that
you could
during
get
the
Sunday
Packer game, but
ticket.
I'll
So
just keep checking it.
the way to solve this is you'd have to pay more money to get Sunday ticket, and then you could watch any game you want or four games at the same time. I mean, I could really get you into the NFL here.
Sunday ticket, how much does that cost? And what is that, an app?
It's
I
a
sound like a grandpa.
package. It's like a cable package. If you have to have YouTube
We
TV,
don't have cable.
you don't have YouTube TV. You gotta get YouTube
No.
TV.
We have Peacock, we have all the streaming ones except for no YouTube TV. So we can't watch any live TV unless it's a presidential thing and it's, live on Hulu or live on Peacock.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're screwed.
All right. Well, I'll just check in
Yeah, you don't watching doesn't
through
help
Siri.
in my
I have a
experience.
feeling this might be I'm not going to win this one, but I want to do it.
So who are you taking?
All right, so I'm taking, and I only am picking the Lions. It's Lions versus Vikings. Vikings are favored by 2.5,
Yeah.
and I am taking the Lions because I think they just won a game. Didn't they just win against someone?
The Lions just beat the Cowboys by like a million points.
Yeah. So that, and my brother told me they've never been to the Super Bowl ever.
Right.
That's pretty fun. It's like rooting for
Yeah.
the Cubbies.
And this is what I'm losing to here.
I'm sorry, were you talking to our listeners and not me just then? Hmm?
Talking to myself.
You see what I'm dealing with here, folks? Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
so who are you? What game are you going to take?
It's a tough slate this week. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Steelers are plus 1.5 on Sunday Night Football. They're playing the Jets. So I'm gonna take the Steelers.
All
One
right. So, and the Steelers are favored to lose by what?
uh 1.5. And what was your number?
2.5.
The
The
line.
Viking. Yeah, we're both betting on the losing
Oh wait, you
team.
know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take the Vikings.
You coward! You coward! You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Uh,
All right.
I don't. I have bad karma doing that, and it's obviously not working. I'm not
You
gonna
want
go
to do it?
far. I'm gonna stick with my original instinct. I'm gonna go with the Steelers on Sunday.
Oh, yes. Can I tell you? Here's my prediction: the Vikings will win, and the Jets will win.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna
Oh well, it'll be fun. Hey, we're having fun. That's what it's about, right? Welcome to the Cavalry, folks. We're having a good time.
happen with the Cavalry. It's just so sports heavy now. What's going on with you? I'm here on the ship. I'm out in on the seven seas. Uh,
Ooh.
we just sailed through the it's the Holland America one where you work like 2 nights out of those seven, so it's
Oh,
bored
yeah.
out of my mind.
You're bored, yeah.
Oh God, I haven't even done a show yet. Just like, what is my, you really, and it's too much alone time. I'm good at being alone, but this is great. Like you have these intrusive thoughts about existence. But
Yeah.
uh, went through the Panama Canal. It's very exciting.
Hey, had a boy. There you go.
Ever done that before?
I have. I think so. I either have or you told me that that was like a goal of yours. I don't remember. I can't. I don't know.
I don't think I ever said it was a goal of mine. I think I said I would like to do it, it would be cool.
Okay.
I was like
I don't know.
writing down a vision board and like drew a canal on there. I do think
Yeah. Well,
uh
I've either done it or have discussed it with someone.
that's a great character. You just like it's like a mutant superpower. You can just absorb other people's dreams and then claim it as your own experience. So you're like, oh yeah, I went up. I actually summited Mount Everest. You did? Yeah, this was some guy's bucket list thing. I can't remember, but anyway, I'm pretty sure it was
They all
cold.
run together. Yeah.
Cold up
A lot of bodies up there.
there.
I either remember that or I read it somewhere.
Yeah, we had to eat people. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah. So what was your weekend like?
Well, I'll tell you, I had a birthday yesterday, and you're gonna love this.
Not start with that. We
I,
did I
huh?
text you? I texted you happy birthday. Tell the people so that I don't look like an
Oh, he did. Yeah, Andrew texted me happy birthday.
okay.
Um, I just, you know what? I, I went to Portillo's for lunch because I was like, it's my birthday, and I had Portillo's for lunch. But nobody knew that, and so at dinner they said, "What do you want for dinner, birthday boy?" And so we had Portillo's for dinner.
I texted you. I texted you. We should do a calorie count for your birthday. Like,
Oh, that's right.
did you do it or no?
I didn't. I no. I had. I can list what I ate that day. It was bad, and honestly, I didn't think I was going to have Portillo's for dinner because I felt so sick and full after lunch. But by the time we were ready for dinner, it was so much later in the day.
Your family would have been so suspicious. They were like, "All right, birthday boy, what do you want for dinner?" Just a nice, maybe piece of fish and
Carrots.
yeah, maybe some bean salad or something. Just something light. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, I gotta watch
what
my
the
health.
fuck do you do? Uh, did you tell them? And I know you're confessing it here on the Cavalry, but did you ever tell
But
them?
I know the secret is safe. You're on wax.
It's just you're with the priest.
That's right.
Confidential. As hard as we try to make it not confidential,
Right.
this is a protected space.
Hmm.
Um, so you did,
I started taking pictures. I was like, oh, I know, because you texted me that, and I was like, I'll take a picture of everything I eat. And I took a picture of a cream filled donut I hadn't, and I forgot. I stopped taking pictures of everything.
great. Did okay? I have so many questions. One,
Okay.
was it the same Portillo's, same location?
Yes. Yes.
Did you see the same employees working?
Um,
Was it
I, you know what, for dinner, I didn't even, because Aaron had a doctor's appointment with one of the kids, and I was gonna go pick it up, and Aaron was like, "Oh, I'm right here, so I'll just pick it up." So she brought it home, so I didn't have to go there the second time.
Save face. So you brought it.
Yeah,
I see. Okay. Well, it
yeah.
was it the same last question? Was it the same order?
It was the same order.
Order?
Well, yes, and you know what? I didn't. I probably ordered less than I normally do because normally I get a vanilla shake with it, but this time I got just the beef and cheddar croissant and the cheesy fries, and that was it.
Just.
And I got the same thing for dinner. Oh no, wait, I got a hot dog with my lunch, but not dinner. I forgot.
I had a little appetizer, just a hot dog. Wet,
Yeah,
wet the palate. Just a little palate cleanser.
a little teaser.
I
Yeah,
love it. It's great. You got
it's
exactly
great.
one. Some time with the fam, 2 stops at Portillo's. They're never gonna know, you know.
Yep.
They don't get the shake though, because isn't that what they're most famous for? The shake, or is it the hot dogs?
They're famous for the cake shake, but I've never had it. I'm not interested in. I like shakes so much that I don't want a piece of cake blended into it, and it's probably chocolate.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that would
yeah,
be nice.
I don't need it.
All right. And then did you get any presents? How old are you?
I
What birthday is
yeah,
this?
guess. Look at my face and guess.
I want to say 63. No, four. You
Close. Go fuck yourself.
34. I'm gonna say
40, 45.
45. Oh, I almost had it.
You almost had it. For gifts, I got, what did I get? Oh, I got a sport coat. I have no sport coats, so Aaron got me like a linen sport coat. It's
Oh, great.
blue, very nice. And then well, she bought it, but the kids opted to get me a Jordan Love jersey.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it has not come. She just showed me a picture of it on the phone because it hasn't come yet. They ordered it earlier in the day on my birthday, but it should be here hopefully by the Packer game on Sunday.
Great, dude. 45, huh?
45. You'll get there. You'll get there. Don't worry.
We'll see if I make it through this canal. Look out for pirates.
You're Oh, is that a thing still?
Not, I don't think there, it is kind of a thing on the other canal. I think that was like the Suez Canal or whatever. They did have those Houthi
Oh wow.
pirates, but I don't think it's a problem here.
Do you think that pirates have ever gotten on a big
Good question. I I
cruise line?
I had brought it up to somebody one time on when I first started working on a cruise ship, and they were like, "Oh, they would just outrun them. Like these ships are so big, but they're also like way faster apparently. So they just step on the gas and they couldn't keep up with them.
Wait, which one's faster?
The cruise ships.
Are faster than the pirates
I
ship?
know it does not make sense because in your head you're like, oh, a small little boat would be way faster than the big. But I guess these engines are so massive. Once they start going, they can really cook.
Unless they were talking about like legit pirate ships with the skull and crossbones, like a sailboat ship.
Yeah. The person I was talking to was just very confused. They're like, oh, they would never get us. They couldn't get the cannons aimed in the right spot. A lot of them have scurvy and they don't know what to do with their birds half the time.
Yeah.
Now, they would be a problem. It's
They
like,
have terrible depth perception with the patch on the eye.
that
Yeah.
would be great. They probably did that like as an SNL sketch. But do you remember that Tom Hanks, Captain Phillips? Did you ever see Captain Phillips?
Yeah.
And the Somali pirates get him.
Yeah.
They should have done a thing with Captain Phillips, but he actually gets kidnapped by like Captain Hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By
Pirate
Blackbeard.
pirates, Blackbeard. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I wonder, like, yeah, I don't know. They just get on. But I assume they'd see him coming, right? Like they have cameras or something. They're like, oh, we got
Yeah.
a pirate ship coming on the side.
And then they would see him coming. I think they stay, the other ships are going all the time because they go on heavily trafficked routes, unless they're doing like a
Oh
crossing.
yeah.
So, and I don't think those little ships do well out like in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean or whatever either. They try to do the stick to the like
Oh yeah,
get the
near
land.
land.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Never heard of it. It'd be kind of I would you know what? I've been so bored this week. I would invite it. I'm like, let's do it. Let me get some pirates on here, get on the news, see
You
what they
just see a hook get thrown over the side and someone
I wouldn't
climbing up real quick.
like, yeah, go this way. Yeah, the captain's over there. Go.
Yeah.
Because
But I mean, wouldn't they
exciting.
just like go on with a gun and just find a handful of passengers, be like, "Yeah, give me your fucking wallet, give me your wallet, give me your wallet," and then they jump in the water and swim away.
I guess they're trying to get cash. And that's the thing. It's like I don't know what would you it's people's pearls. You always see that like people are like, give me your pearls. And they rip off their necklaces and stuff, but like and they fill the big bag. But then you think about
Yeah,
that practically, like, all right, so I have this string of pearls, a
yeah.
couple watches and this big bag, and then I go pawn them. What do you get for
And
that?
throw them on eBay.
Yeah, a couple $100 or whatever. It just doesn't. Nothing seems worth it.
Yeah, that's why I never did it.
That's why I was never a pirate.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. I'm impressed with your ship's connectivity. I'd
Uh,
have never guessed you're on a boat right now.
it's amazing, and it's too good because then I'm on my phone all the time, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then when you're by
yeah,
yourself, it's too much time on your phone, too much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's crazy. It's a satellite internet. I think it's like that Starlink, the like Elon Musk internet or whatever. But it's like one of the blows me away. And did you know someone told me this recently? Okay, so like the internet, right? What I'm
yeah.
using now is satellites. It's like that's why we're able to do this because they shoot a signal off of you know what a satellite is. Do you know what a satellite is?
Yeah, but for the listeners, why don't you explain it just in case they don't know?
It's a thing in outer space and they shoot a message off of that and it bounces back here, right? Or vice versa.
Yeah.
The internet, like that they use other than that, like the normal internet that you use at your home that you're using right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
it's a cable, right? Literally a
Right. Yeah.
cable that goes in your house. And there's cables that go under the ocean all the way to like Europe.
Under the ocean. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's right.
But I mean, like at the bottom of the ocean. This is what someone told me.
Like in the ocean.
In the ocean, yeah. So like
Huh.
there's a telephone cable or internet cable, DSL, whatever, and it runs from like the United States all the way to England or whatever, and then beyond. Yeah, but you
What
don't
if
have,
a
it's nuts.
I don't think about that. That's crazy. What if a whale bumped into it or ripped through it?
Yeah,
You know,
they're just constantly going, God damn it, the internet's down. The stupid fat ass whale bumped into our internet cable and unplugged it again.
bumped into it. Damn it!
Watch where you're going, whale. I'm trying to watch
Yeah,
YouTube. Uh,
use your sonar.
it makes sense because then you think like, well, because in my head it was always going to outer space. Anything internet was going to outer space, And then
Yeah.
when they sent like telegrams, like beep 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 beep, that had a cable going from somehow from England to America, right?
Oh, I don't want to tie my. I did not think that. I knew that it was through cables.
Right. But you don't think like I'd never put the math together. Okay, I'm willing to look vulnerable here and be vulnerable and look stupid. But I never did the math of like when they're sending the telegrams.
The student becomes the teacher.
I like brought this up too. I don't understand. But like when you watch in like the old movies and they're going beep 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 beep, and they're like,
Yeah.
because there's radio waves. So then I thought maybe are they catching radio signals? I don't know. But then I never
Yeah.
like a cord going through the whole ocean. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy.
I like to see them do that. I like to see like how they did it. Someone tell me that.
It's probably on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, I won't look it up.
Yeah, I won't either.
Uh,
Um, oh, I have a pre-show topic. I forgot to tell you last week. Forgot to share with the listeners my hotel in Peoria. I had this written down and we glossed over it. But I checked in. I remember this was a hotel I got myself. So I checked in, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, where it's just Pavlovian. Every time I get into a hotel room, I have to take a dump.
yeah.
So I take my dump, and the toilet is broken and does not flush.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, I took off the lid, I turned the water valve, I did everything.
You'll never work harder. Like if something's wrong in your hotel room, usually you would just immediately call like, "Hey, my remote's broken," or "Hey,
Right.
or "Hey, these sheets aren't made." But when it's you left the dump in the toilet, you turn into Mr. Fix It, man. You're like, I gotta get to the bottom of this. Please let me fix this. Let's not bring in the Ramada or wherever you're staying. Okay.
No,
Sorry, but go ahead. What happened?
I switched rooms.
Oh my God. What do you mean you switched rooms?
Yeah. I told the guy, I was like, I did what I did. I exhausted my resources, and I was like, I got to get to my show. And I was like, I'm not going to sit here with this log in my room. So on my way out, I had the bag, and I was like, hey, my toilet's broken. Can I get it's just not flushing. I don't know. I tried. It's just not going down, but I got to go to my show. And I had my key. So I was like, can I just get a different room?
Did you like make it?
I switched keys on the way out.
Did you make it clear like the urgency of the situation? Like, it's not just my toilet won't flush. It's that you would want to get in.
No, because it was no longer urgent to me once I had the new key.
I know, but then if they go, well, we just won't put anybody in that room for a while, and they wait like 48 hours, they're gonna have an unusable hotel room. The smell will have permeated the paint.
They're gonna have an unusable floor of their hotel.
What a clean solution though for you to just switch rooms and never have to think about it ever again.
Well, I told him. I mean, he, through my body language, he could tell. Oh, there's something waiting for the fix it man.
Because yeah. Okay. Well, that's why you get into the plumbing business,
Yep.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Glad that would have been a shame to have skipped that. And not. I'm glad you made sure we brought us around to discuss.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, I saw you posted a video. You're looking thin, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you lost weight?
I have lost weight.
Oh, it's showing.
I lost quite a bit of weight. Apparently, it doesn't show on the Zooms.
Why? Did I say something?
No, but because you haven't said something.
Oh, because yeah, I had to see. Well, that's your whole. I'm just looking at your face.
In my face, yeah.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
you're standing
that was gratifying because like I had one other Instagram video that did really good. That had like, a lot of views or whatever.
Yeah.
But then so I have to keep using that when I do like any promotion because and any club that books you, they're like, if they go and take a video of yours,
yeah,
they're always going to take the one with the most views. And so they're always taking this one where I was like just at my fattest. And it's just like, they like it and it has lots of views, so they're going to use it. But I'm literally wearing, like, it was like the open mic at Helium. So I think I was wearing like these gray sweatpants and a white hooded sweatshirt. And I'm just fat as shit. It's just like just coming out of COVID quarantine,
Yeah.
But it's torture because you're like, well, but the public spoken. That's what I have to like the Conan clip where you get dressed up. None of that got as many views. So there's no
Yeah.
finally, I've surpassed.
Surpassed?
I think I combined two words there. Finally, I've surpassed that other one. So now I have one where I'm looking a little slimmer that I can
There you go.
sending out too.
What's your method again? You're just cutting out sugar. You're not doing snacks or something.
Not eating dessert, and I do Orange Theory. So like
Okay.
for exercise, which I really like Orange Theory because the people who go to Orange Theory are not like usually great athletes. It's a lot of like
Mhm.
ladies,
Is it a judgment-free zone?
a lot of older. Yeah, it's basically like what was that gym? Curves. It's basically like a curves,
Yeah.
but then there's a coach.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, I get to feel like Superman. It reminds me of that. What's that joke from Nick Swartzen where he's like his grandma's so impressed with
Oh,
how
yeah.
the strongest boy. You're the strongest boy in the world. Like,
Yeah.
this Bill? Oh, Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas. But that's how I feel in there. Like I'm running or like lifting weights, and everyone's like,
How
"What
often do you go?
an average man," but I
Wow.
like very strong in there. So that's why I like Orange Theory. And like it's competitive with yourself too, because you have this little tracker and you see yeah, how what your heart rate is and how hard you're working. And because I've been working out on the ship here or like in the hotel room gyms, I am
Yeah.
so it's amazing the difference. Like because I know what a workout should be now. Like they have them, they tell you what to do, which is good for me.
Oh, so you're saying now you can do it on the ship and
Except I
it's
don't.
worthwhile.
Except I know what you're supposed to do. Like I know what an actual workout is, but when you leave me to do it and be the boss,
Yeah.
the only one looking at me, it's like I
No.
it's barely, there's just no
Yeah.
motivation. So it's that
How often do you go?
like 3 or 4 times a week usually.
Well, there you go. That'll do it.
Well, but I will say like the first year of doing that, I didn't lose any weight.
Huh.
Felt good. I felt like, but I wasn't really losing any weight. And it was, cutting out the dessert probably changed things more. But,
Yeah.
I had like a goal in mind. Like I had like a number I wanted to get to. I don't know if we'll get there, but like you would have to cut out so much. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
So,
unrealistic. I know. That's why I went to Portillo's twice on my birthday.
but do you think like you are thin? In fact,
Oh no, I'm not. I'm back to my game weight.
but you still look thin, like right now. In fact, you look thinner now than you do in like your headshots, like your face.
Oh
I
wow.
like
Okay.
odd, but your face does. But like
I'll take it.
you run, but you don't. But how many times do you run a week?
Lately,
Yeah,
once or twice.
once or twice.
It's really slowed down quite a bit. I walk a lot, but that doesn't. People say, "Oh, that's just as good, but it's better in your joints." No, because you're not getting your heart rate up, so it's not.
Yeah, but I mean, I do think there's like a finite. It is good because like you're still burning calories, like even if it's
Yeah,
slowly. It's all a math problem, I think, as far as weight goes. Like I don't know, maybe you could talk about like your heart or whatever, but
yeah.
because yeah, man, I feel like, and sometimes I'll look at like I don't miss most dessert. The only thing I really miss is ice cream. If I never had like a cupcake or a scone or a
Yeah.
it's like candy doesn't you know what I mean? None of that. Once you stop for a long enough time, you don't really care. Ice cream though, every once in a while I look at ice cream, I'm like, God, that shit is so good.
And that's so on the ships. It's you get it anytime you want.
That's why it's like putting a fucking coke addict in Colombia or whatever. Gotta really just steer clear.
So you're pretty disciplined, huh?
With that, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it forever either. Like I might just go back to having dessert.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would go crazy. Like I just like during COVID, I would have like a giant bowl of ice cream every night. And then I would also like be drinking wine. And then like at some point in my head, like I was like, okay, you can't do both. You can't have like 3 glasses of wine and a giant bowl of ice cream. It's like so much sugar. Like even I knew, like I was
So
like, and then like some nights I'm like, I'm gonna take the night off. I'm just only gonna have the ice cream.
You start to feel good about yourself. Ooh, I only had ice cream tonight.
Or like I don't know, the drinking thing is then that's the other thing. Because once you quit one thing, and I've been trying to like talk about this in my stand-up a little bit, but like once you quit one thing, it's always like, what are you gonna quit next? Because
Yeah.
it's got to be improvement. You got to grow. It's gonna be, and like that quitting thing, it's so scary. So then you're like, everyone's like says you should quit drinking, right? Everybody's like, no amount of alcohol is good for you. It's empty calories, all this stuff. And you know what? I'm gonna quit quitting. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm drawing the line here because if you quit alcohol, what comes after that? You know, carbs,
Yeah.
gluten.
Ugh.
You know,
No.
eventually, meat, red meat.
Yeah. No.
Stopping here.
No, thank you.
Good enough improvement of my life.
You know, I just discovered they sell Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream at Costco. You can get a 3-pack for cheaper than for like half price of what it would be at a grocery
Okay,
store.
tell me how much would it be? Because in my head, a good Ben and Jerry's pint price
Yep.
is
Is
$5 or cheaper.
Yep, it's $10 for 3.
That's a great deal. You got to do
That's a
that.
great deal. And I just figured that out. I just got it. So I have 3 pints in the freezer.
Why are you, Johnny? Why are you whispering? No one.
Because the kids are upstairs.
Oh,
They just discovered I started hiding it in the freezer downstairs. I would get a pint and hide it. And they just started discovering that those are there. When we'd be like, nope, there's nothing for dessert after dinner today. They'd be like, yeah, there is. We have ice cream downstairs. And I'd be like, God damn, that's my private stash.
you got to get a third freezer.
I know.
Uh,
I do.
it's fun. It's funny your kids are getting to the age where you have to worry about like the food and how they're like smart enough, but they can go get it themselves probably. I know I didn't even occur.
Yep.
Without permission, they can just go downstairs and get a big bowl of ice cream if they want to, right?
Yeah, I mean they're at the age where I was when they're getting all their school snacks. They just eat them after school.
Yeah.
They just eat the stuff that's supposed to be for their lunches. Ugh.
Uh, I'm like the one of the best things about Heidi is that she doesn't drink Diet Coke, and so I can just keep Diet Cokes in the house. Like I used to be able to just no problem because there's nothing worse when you have like 4 left in the fridge or whatever, and then maybe you're in your head you're like you're down to 1 and then you go for it and you
It's
don't
gone.
like it. Oh, it's torture. So
That'll ruin your day.
I'll ruin your day. But then Heidi's mom, she didn't used to drink Diet Coke, but like I got her hooked. She just like started drinking them. So if she ever comes over, she'll like blast 2 or 3 Diet Cokes while she's there. Fridge Diet Cokes. Not just
Ooh.
ones from under the. So I've been hiding them. She finds all my hiding spots. And then I do what my mom used to do this when I was a kid. I realized I'm doing it too. Keeping them in the car. So my mom would keep like 12 packs in the back of the car. She wouldn't bring them in the house. She knew if she brought them in, everybody would drink them. So
Yeah.
I've been like rationing them out from the car. So I always have some.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah. It's weird, but it's smart.
I used to buy Dr. Pibb 12 packs and keep them in a trunk in my bedroom closet when I was in like grade school, high school. I would drink them warm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad.
That's bad. Should we get to
Oh,
top?
yeah. Let's get to topics.
Johnny, what do you need backup on, my friend?
You know what? Can I tell you this was going to be a topic, but I don't think it's going to quite, since we were talking about Ben and Jerry's, I was
Yeah.
going to have it be a topic that Ben and Jerry's peanut butter cup ice cream should give you the peanut butter cups in a separate compartment on the top so that you don't have to, so they don't have to be frozen because they're like fucking rock hard
Oh,
when you eat them. They're like hard. And
like
it and when you
separated.
make your own mix, like if you buy a thing of vanilla and you mix in peanut butter cups yourself, it's so much better.
Have
So I
you
think they should give the option where you can,
have you done that? Have you bought your own peanut butter cups and then mixed it into?
I do that all the time. Yeah. And I actually like that better because Ben and Jerry's is peanut butter flavored ice cream
Yeah, can we?
with peanut butter cups. And
That's better. That's a better thing to address. And I love Ben and Jerry's as much as the next guy, but they take every 9 out of 10 of their flavors, they take them one step too far. Like it's like chocolate,
yep, it
chocolate,
should be vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
right? But really, you want a little
Right.
contrast, and then just leave it there. But like
Mhm.
they'll have the like they'll be like peanut butter fudge cone, chocolate walnut. Oh, like they always add one too many things. And I totally agree. I never buy the peanut butter cup
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's because of that reason, because I don't like peanut butter ice
Because
cream.
of that.
Yeah. Vanilla ice cream is just the base for everything. And then put all the fucking crazy
Yeah.
in it. You know what was an underrated one?
That's why I've shifted to the cookie dough. The cookie dough is vanilla ice cream with cookie dough.
I
They
know.
should get rid of the chocolate chips, but whatever.
That's just a classic flavor. I mean, that's not even a Ben and Jerry's flavor. They just like do their version of that. Unless they invented it, I don't know. But
What?
cookie dough ice cream.
Cookie dough ice cream?
Yeah. Did they invent that?
I I don't know, but it's great. But I do think they should get rid of the chocolate chips because they're not necessary.
I disagree about that, but see, there you go. You know, it's an underrated flavor, Americone Dream. It's the Stephen Colbert one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's in it?
It's vanilla ice cream, which is why I like it, and then caramel, and then the little like little tiny ice cream cone, like they're basically like
Oh, like a waffle cone?
yeah, little tiny waffle cone pieces and chocolate
Oh, okay.
or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
All right. All right.
Like torture. We just talked about how I stopped eating ice cream and then did an
Sorry.
ice cream tribute.
Well, maybe that was my topic. Maybe that was my topic.
Okay, I got a good topic.
All right, what's your topic?
I was just talking to Heidi on the phone, so I'm going to give Heidi credit. This is half her topic.
Okay.
But so she, she writes screenplays, and then she was like, what I need to do is because she's like kind of just finished another one, and she's like, well, what do I do now? It's, trying to sell these things is so hard and getting any traction. So she was like, oh, I should write a short because with a short, you could actually have a chance of like getting it made, even if it's for cheap,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. You know what I mean? And then so she's like been reading them and she watched a few shorts and I was like, oh my God, it just hit me. Cause she's like, well, I didn't want to watch a whole movie in a day, but I could watch a short. Like, you know what a short film is?
What's an example of a short? Like how long is a short?
Well, in the Oscars, they have a category for them, and there'll be like 6 movies nominated. They're all like I don't know, anywhere between like 20 and 40 minutes, I think.
Oh, okay.
And so at the Oscars, they always have that category, short film, and it's always like 7 or 8 movies nobody's ever heard of and nobody's ever seen, and somebody wins, and you're like, great, good for them. And here's what I need backup on. They should start promoting these short films and making them like movies that we want to see. Because how many times have you been with Aaron at the end of the night? Like, what should we watch? You're scrolling through Netflix, and then you're like, oh, this 2 hours and 8 minutes. There's no chance. Forget it. And then you end up just watching like some bullshit to fall asleep to, right? A short film, 30 minutes, if it had a guy in it that you'd heard of and it was like a good story, and then you also weren't committed to like a whole series of it, then it wasn't like, because that's
that's a good call.
Big actors, they do a show. So, but then you have to watch it for like 10 years, to see what happened.
Yeah.
But this 30 minutes, it's
Oh my God. You're getting passionate. You just took off the jacket and you're into it, man.
oh, it's hot in here. Remember I told you I can't control the air? Anyway,
I agree. And that's a good argument you make, though, as far as like browsing with you, because like I'm more of a movie guy. I'd rather watch a movie than an episode of a TV show. And Aaron's always like, no, we don't. I'm not gonna make it through a movie. That's a perfect solution. You get the one storyline, and it's a shorter amount of time.
it's easy to follow. And I think what stops people is like they're always low budget. And so it's not as grabby it's not as no explosions or there's no famous people in them. So put the budget behind the shorts. Like get famous, get Tom Hanks in a short, and then make it look good. Oh, did the internet crap out?
Yeah, it's getting choppy. I think we're at the end.
I'm almost done. Last point. So that you're like,
okay,
they never make shorts for because they don't make any money, right? But that's
right.
because you couldn't play them in the movie theater because it's like people don't want to pay $15 to watch a 30-minute movie. But they don't make movies for the movie theater anymore anyway.
Yeah, do it on streaming.
This all goes to streaming. So Netflix,
I love it.
the top homepage with like a bunch of shorts, put famous actors in them. Shorts. That's the new Hollywood.
We got to get big name actors behind it. That's how it'll take off. Is once because people are like,
America's stupid. They're not going to watch unknown actors. But
right.
Easy. And the big name actors, they don't want to work. You want to do a whole movie? You got to learn all those lines.
Yeah.
Go to the work.
It's a win-win-win.
Win-win-win.
Sweet.
All right. That's it. Our internet's going to hell, so we got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody.
Isn't that how Joe Rogan ends most of his podcasts too?
I think Joe Rogan ends by saying, all right, that's been a clean 3.5 hours, but our internet's starting to get shaky. So we're going to.
I'm going to plug, I'm going to be at the Aztec Shawnee Theater this coming Friday, the 25th in Kansas City. Please come.
Please go to that. I'll be in the Vorshay's in Wichita. Is that the one I want to promote? I guess so. I don't have my calendar here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wichita, and then because Boise will have already happened, I think, by the time you're hearing this. Oh no, it won't have. So Boise, Idaho, the November 1st and 2nd, and then
nice.
Wichita the next weekend, and then we'll worry about the weekend after that later.
Beautiful.
Tell your friends and family.
All right, folks. Thank you for listening to
the Cavalry.
Hey.